Today I'm going to be showing you how to change your EGR valve and EGR solenoid on your throttle body injected Chevrolet. Now this is 350 behind me in a 93 model C1500, and these are the two parts I'm using. So let's get to work. The first step I'm going to do is actually take some WD-40 around these plastic vacuum lines so I can try to break the rubber off the ends, because this has been sitting for a very long time. In fact, these are original to the truck. Now it may take a bit to get them off, especially like this. They have been stuck since brand new. Alright, we're going to unplug our EGR solenoid there. Take a 7mm and loosen this one bolt that holds the solenoid. As you can see, it's on the bottom there. I'm going to leave that off for now so I can have more room to the EGR valve. Alright, now it's time for the EGR valve. Now, I've already removed the throttle position sensor harness as well as the idle air control valve harness. Get out of my way. The vacuum line is off the EGR valve and off the map sensor back here to get more clearance. Now, this front nut, which you can easily see from standing on the passenger side, is going to be the easy one. I'm just going to put a 13mm ratchet wrench on there and break it loose. And luckily, once you get so far, the nut just, you can take it off my hand. Now, that's as long as this hadn't been gotten a lot of moisture on it and rusted up. Then you may have to pull your throttle body in order to actually get this one off. And it's not because of this nut, it's because the other one on the other side, there can be complications to getting that one, such as the angle and all that. Alright, now with the ratcheting wrench I have, it has a slight swivel on the end, so I can actually get it on there and break it loose. The only issue is doing this one-handed. I really need to keep that correct angle on it, which is proving difficult. Trying to keep balance under the hood and hold the camera. Then once you got it so far though, you should be able to get the nut the rest of the way by hand. Let's see if I can grab it without dropping it, because there's limited space. Alright. This one wire that goes to the map sensor, you can kind of push it out of your way, and that should give you enough room to remove your old EGR valve. Make sure the old gasket goes with it. Now, I've got my new EGR valve and new gasket. So, I'm going to slide the gasket in place. Then, get the EGR down. Now, starting that back nut back there behind the throttle body will be the pain. This one up here by the valve cover is easy. It's probably a little easier with throttle body spacer. Like I said, if you have to, some people will have to remove the throttle body to get the correct angle on that back nut so it doesn't round the nut off. Or if it's seized up and you really got to pry on it because there's not a lot of room. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the back one first. Alright. Okay, and then I'll just tighten down this one right here. Alright, now that I got those tight, I'm going to go back to the new solenoid and attach it. Let's go back to the 7mm. Make sure that little peg on the bottom of the bracket is in the hole on this other bracket. Snug it down. Okay, so now we just put everything back together. We'll put the vacuum line for the map back on. Connect the solenoid to the EGR valve, which this new one has a swivel. It's kind of a pain to plug it in, and if you got still have your factory plastic lines, you'll probably want to plug in the swivel part first and then plug in the solenoid. This one has been damaged and it's covered in a rubber line. Still works. So reconnect solenoid here. Plug the idle air control valve back in. Throttle position sensor. So I'm actually going to run that way. And then plug in the solenoid and you're done. Alright, there it is. EGR valve and solenoid is replaced. Easy to do. Now I hope this information proved helpful to you. As always, thanks for watching.